Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening to everyone. So my name is Nur Anissa binti Tahir, and my metric number is 204242, and my partner is Nur Ainsha binti Muhammad Abdul Fattah with metric number 201888. And our topic today, we are going to presenting THT week 7 about inquiry letter. Okay, so first of all, I would like to present to you two kind of samples of inquiry letter responses. Okay, so here are sample 1 and also sample 2. Okay, as you can see here, both of the samples shows the same flow. So as we can see here at sample 1, it's starting with a company that they are come from, which is Novelty Safety Equipment, and then continue with the address, and then continue with the date, continue with whom they want the letter to be received, which is Mr. Tim Lee as a manager of a company, Sun Lee Consultancy. And then it's continue with titles, the subject title, and responses. So we are going to look at what is the correct vocabulary and also action verbs that we should use in the inquiry letter responses. Okay, so first thing first, about vocabulary. So I've been dividing into three types of vocabulary that we should use in the inquiry letter, which is from the opening, and then body, and also called closing. Okay, for opening, first thing first, we should mention their an inquiry in the formal email so that they know what the matter to discuss. For example, that I have been written here is like thank you for your interest in our product and or service. It's mean that we can see from the vocab used in the letter is that politely we say thank you for what interest they want to. So for body, okay, the first thing first, we need to provide the information needed, and secondly, give additional details if suitable. So for example here, if we want to say something to add some information, we should use a vocabulary to address. For example, like in here, I put to address your request, here are what. Okay, so how about if you want to give some additional stuff of anything that you want to add on or to attach on? So you can say, besides the given information, we also enclose what, and maybe you can continue with in addition to the information above, we also attach, or maybe something like you can find some relevant items below, and so on. Beside that, for the body of the content, it must show the most important thing that you want to provide. Okay, and we shouldn't be very complicated in the body of the content, and don't making the company need to read so much thing, but the things that you want to say or clarify is just simple. So you should just go straight to the point. Okay. Lastly, the closing. For the closing, the vocabulary that we should use is we should end with a proper manner. For example here, we should express a sincere hope for further discussion, so that we can having a meeting with the company if they want to clarify more with us. So if we want to suggest a call or a meeting, we should write something like, we also look forward to welcoming you to our office for a better understanding between us. Okay, so and if they want to maybe ask something, we should write down there, if there is any further inquiries, please do not hesitate to contact us, something like that. So that is how the vocabulary that we should use in the inquiry letter. And lastly, about how what are the action verbs that we can use in the inquiry letter and how they use. So basically here I give you two kind of example of two samples of inquiry letter, so that we can see how actually they use the action verbs. So there are 10 kind of words that I've written. So the firstly, word enclosed. Okay, as we can see here, on how they are using the word enclosed itself. Okay, like for example, at the first sample, it say that you will see from the enclosed catalog that the range has been extended to include some highly efficient portable extinguisher for use on construction sites. Okay, it says so that you will see from the enclosed catalog. And then the second word is offering. So basically it says that we want to offer something, which is from here, from the sample one, they want to offer existing customer a 15% discount. And then thirdly, the action verb we used here is look forward. For example, we look forward to your increased order at this discount rate. And also at the second sample, also it shows at the last sentence, we look forward to hearing from you, meaning that we are waiting for them if they want to having a further discussion or something like that. Then some other words are note, included, attached, presenting, hope, and also contact. So I want to touch more on word we call here as provide. So at the second sample, it shows that we how they use the word by written regarding your inquiry. We are happy to provide you, meaning we show that we are responding to the letter that have been sent to us by saying that we are happy to provide them the menu itself. Okay, and then we say here about the word note, because from the sample 2 we could see that how they use the action verb by please note that the voucher that the brochure, okay, including all the information you asked for, meaning that we show that we want they to note that we already given a brochure, that they can actually find those information there. And lastly, maybe I want to touch about the last word, which is contact, which is from sample 2. They say, should there be any questions, please feel free to contact us, meaning we are welcoming them to contact us if they want to ask anything. Okay, I think that's all for my part. I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Anissa. Next, I will continue explain about how does an active voice affect the overall message in response to an inquiry letter. First of all, what is active voice? Active active voice is when the subject of a sentence performs the verb's action. In other words, it tells what a person or thing does. Okay, so the effect of an active voice, the sentence is become more direct, strong, and easy to read by a reader. Active voice is a way to take control of our writing. When we sound confident, our reader or audience is more likely to trust what we have to say. So, if we want to present a solid argument and influence our reader, learn to use active voice in our business writing, especially in an inquiry letter. This active voice will clear up any misconceptions about who or what at fault or performed the action. Now, let's look at the examples. First example, the sentence for passive is, the job offer was accepted by Matt. But in active is more short and clear, which is Matt accepted the job offer. Okay, second example, the passive sentence is, an investigation will be conducted. But in active it's more clear and understandable, which is the HR officer will conduct the investigations. It's more details. Okay, for third examples, the passive is, the memo was read by the supervisor and the employees were asked questions. We change to active sentence, which is, the supervisor read the memo and asked the employees questions. Alright, so the last example for active and passive sentence is, in passive, the sunglasses are not designed or manufactured with attention to their durability. Okay, the sentence changed to active sounds, your company designs and manufactures sunglasses without attention to their durability. Alright, next let's move on to parallelisms. What is meant by parallelisms? Alright, parallelisms is the use of similar structure in related words, clauses, or phrases. It creates a sense of rhythms and balance within a sentence. Okay, how do we ensure parallel sentences in writing? So first of all, we need to understand the parallelisms. How can we understand that? So we can use similar structures to express similar ideas. For example, we put noun with nouns, we put verbs with verbs, and we put adjectives with adjectives. So, let's look at how we put nouns with nouns. The following sentences sounds, I enjoy basketball, then play video games. So, the sentence is incorrect. So, how to correct it? Okay, how to correct it sound, I enjoy basketball more than video games. So, the correct one, we no need to use playing words in the sentence. Next, put verbs with verbs and use same tense. So the faulty sentences is, on our anniversary we ate, danced, and were singing. So this is incorrect because the tense is not similar, which is they have past tense and also present tense, which is not correct. So how to correct it is, on our anniversary we ate, danced, and sang. Means that word singing is a present tense, need to use word sang, which is all in past tense. Okay, let's put adjectives with adjectives. Okay, let's look at the faulty sentences. My history class were both interesting and challenging. Alright, this sentence is incorrect. Let's correct it. My history class was both interesting and challenging. No need to use a challenge word. Okay. They have an effect of parallelisms. First effect, the parallelisms make it a good impressions on the readers, especially experienced readers and writers, because the use of parallel structure is always obvious. Second effect, it gives organizations to our writing, and it emphasizes ideas and draws attention to ideas. Okay, last effect, the reader can quickly process information and see relationship between ideas. It guides readers through our ideas. Okay, let's look at the examples. For unparalleled sentence, all products must be tested, receive approval, and labeling added before shipments. Okay, this sentence shift verbs form from tested to receive approval to labeling added, which is incorrect. Okay, how to make it parallel? So let's change the sentences. All products must be tested, approved, and labeled before shipments, which is all this in the sentence we use same tense. Alright, so next example, unparalleled sentences. My education, my experience, and ability to complete complicated projects qualify me for the job. This is incorrect, so let's make it parallel. My education, my experience, and my ability to complete complicated projects qualify me for the job. Alright, or we can make it parallel as my education, experience, and ability to complete complicated projects qualify me for the job. Alright, so that's all from me and Anissa. Thank you. See you next time.